Hey folks, I'm back. It's me, Mahbub Chowdhury, aka the People's Coach, aka your host and speaker for today. Now today I want to talk to you guys about the best way to save. Yes, that's right people, financially here I'm talking to you guys because I want to share a bit of experience, a bit of something that happened to me throughout my life. And this, because of the fact that I've adopted this, it has helped me in so many different areas and aspects of my life when it comes down to finance. Now, sometimes the best way to save is by working with the little you have. People, how many of us out there have been in situations where we've had lots and lots of money and we ended up spending it? We ended up getting things, purchasing things on things that we don't even need. Things that we've always wanted and we got within our possession. And we've asked ourselves, why did I really buy this? Is this something I actually needed? Now, this is where we tend to go wrong. We tend to purchase things that we want rather than what we need. Because in life, the things that we need are not so big. It just boils down to shelter, food, clothing, and just paying the bills. When we stick to these principles, we are able to save. We are able to manage money a lot more better than if we had lots and lots of money. Because if we have lots and lots of money, it gets really hard and challenging and really tempting in terms of purchasing anything that we can, because we are able to, because we have the funding, the finance to do just that. But how many of us out there are actually disciplined to hold back and really put the money in the right places, invest it, help someone? How many of us out there are able to have that discipline and actually do that? Far and few. Hence, sometimes not having so much money is actually the best thing for you at that time in your life, until you learn how to manage your finances a lot more better. Then you're able to grow, and then you're able to you're able to take on a lot more responsibilities when you have a lot more money. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. Sometimes money being taken away from you, which leaves you in debt, can actually be good for you in one way, because it's actually teaching you discipline. It's actually teaching you to take accountability and to be responsible. On the outset, it might be hard, it might be painful just being in debt, but at the end of the day, it was you who got yourself in that situation, and it's you who has to get yourself out of that situation. Being in debt is not a place where many of us would like to be in. So how do we avoid that? By living within the means we have. If it's lots, then good. If it's just a small portion, then manage that. Learn to manage. Be responsible and accountable for the things you have, for the wealth you have. It doesn't matter how small or big it is. Learn to utilize it well. Learn to live within your means. I know it's so tempting out there to buy this, to buy that, on credit, on debt, on loans. But at the end of the day, in the long run, you will be suffering. If you want something, and if you haven't got the money and you want it, rather than go into debt, save up for it. Because by saving up for something, you will learn the true value of money. You will learn, hang on a second, I've saved up quite a bit here. Do I really need this? When you learn savings, you learn to think twice before you actually buy on impulse. Because you've saved up, you've worked so hard, or you've invested that money and you've actually seen it grow, and you just don't want to squander it just like that. That's the difference. You're actually likely to think twice by the money you have saved before buying something, rather than you get paid and you just end up buying things left, right and center. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. Let's be accountable, responsible with the wealth that we have. I'll give you an example. Check this out now, people. You have two people. Person A is on a salary of £1,000. Person B is on a salary of £300, who do you think is better off? The person who has £1,000 or £300? Well, I'll tell you what, it's not a case of who has the most salaries, it's a case of who has money left over once their expenditures have been paid out. So if person A is on a salary of £1,000, it might seem a lot, but after all his debts or his expenditure, what is he left with? And the same rule applies with person B, who is on £300. And what is their expenditures like? What have you got left over after dishing money out? That is the richest person between the two. So it might be person B who has £300 left over because his expenditure, he's on the wage of £300, but what he has left over might be far more than the person who's on £1,000 because of the fact that the expenditure rates are different. Does that make sense? That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention. How many people out there do you know personally who has lots and lots of money, who are on lots and lots of money, but by the time that they spend it, they're left with nothing. They fall short. Now, some people out there, who have a little bit of money, and expenditure is very low, but their savings are quite decent. It's reasonable. You see, because of the fact that one or the other is not living within their means. One is taking accountability, one is not. One is being responsible and the other one is not. And that's what it's about at the end of the day. It's challenging, it's tempting to just spend and get something, especially if there's so many nice things out there that you want to buy. That's the challenge. But in the long run, it will hurt if you don't discipline yourself. And if you don't discipline yourself, life will discipline you because you will get your wealth stripped away from you. And then you will learn the hard way, whether you like it or not. You can either take that step and avoid that from happening to you by being responsible and accountable, or life will just strip it from you, strip your wealth from you. That's the thing I'm trying to bring to your attention, people. Now, where do we go from here? What do we do? I've given you a few ideas, a couple of solutions here and there, and at the end of the day, the choice is down to you. I hope that's made sense. I hope that is clear. If it isn't, I hope that you at least got one thing from this video that may be beneficial, one thing that may have sparked an idea for you to manage your finances a lot more better. People, something that just occurred to me just now. Look for as many ways as you can to be more responsible with your wealth. These are just a few ideas I thought I might bring to your attention and share. That's all it is. Those are the sort of things that have worked for me. I manage money better when I have little than when I have lots. Because when I have lots, I used to spend it. But now, because of the discipline through time, I'm able to save, I'm able to understand money, I'm able to appreciate money a lot more better. So hence I'm able to save and I'm able to invest in some different areas and aspects of my life. Whether it be investing in my children, investing in more gym equipment, investing in my health through my wealth, investing in gifts for my nearest dearest loved ones. Just investing in things. I think twice before I just buy things now. I ask myself, do I need it or do I want it? If I want it, I'm not going to go and get it. If I need it, I must get it. I hope that's clear. That was just a quick conclusion of the talk I just presented to you. I hope that's been insightful. Please keep on tuning in for more up-and-coming materials. Until then, take care, stay strong, stay focused, and always live to learn to empower and inspire the lives of many, as well as yourself. Bye for now.